Okay. So good morning, everybody, and once again, welcome back in today's class. And today we are on the day number 18. Yep, day number 18 of our batch. So yesterday we discussed about CMDB. We see CI and asset. Let's go back here. Let's search for LNG. So you can see the CI got created. Sorry, asset got created yesterday. Okay. Now we are going to be discuss three things. Because as I say, CI and asset are the same entity but two different records. If I put assign to in asset, and if you see CI assigned to get updated, but where this configuration has been mentioned. So there are three tables. We call it a mapping table. This one. Asset CI field mapping, install status, and hardware status. We'll open these three tables in a separate window. Field mapping. So these are the 29 fields given by ServiceNow. If you change any field from any side, will reflect the other side as well. If same example, if Priya take a car to the garage and say, hey, can you change the color of the car from red to white? It means indirectly it is going to change the color of the CI as well. Right? So these are the limited 29 fields which can help you to sync your asset and CI. This is a field level mapping. Quite easy, quite. So now I'm the asset, right? Let's say it's a managed by. If I change in the asset managed by, and save here. Now it is managed by group, but it is managed by user. So you can see company is getting change. Let's say configure form layout and get managed by. Okay, yeah. Managed by. And see. So see, Akash demo has been changed because of asset. The purpose of this table is to be sync these two things. But before that, let's see one more thing. Is it this table only which is working? So Atul, if we add one more field here, will it work? Let's say asset field due change the configuration of due. Let's see. Will it work for us? Already exists. Like say MAC address. इसमें नहीं है MAC address. Okay. PO number. Do we have any PO number in this? ये पे एग्जिस्ट कर रहा है. So almost everything has been exist, but the question comes: is it only this table which play a vital role, or anything else in the background working together? So there are. Let me go back here. There are a business rule. The first business rule we are going to be see that what trigger on my CI which created this asset. There must be some logic which trigger and created this asset. So that we have to see it. So it is on the CMDB CI table. CMDB,
CMDB.
DB, right? Okay. And it is asset. Let's see what is this business rule name. ये देखो, create asset on insert. So when you click on the submit or save button on this and having this information, asset tag and model ID, it create the asset. So this is the business rules trigger. And it has a logic here. Under that, it call this utility, asset and CI. Command key I press it. See, sync code between asset and CI records. And यहाँ से वो decide करता है कि which model I have to pick up to create an asset, not for everything. ठीक? And then it create an asset for us. ठीक है? एक तो ये हो गया. Main तो ये. Second is about this thing. Ketul, which code which syncing these two tables? Go back here. And again we search. I have to see what is the exact name. It's called sync. Sync. This is a business tool which called sync asset and CA, something like that. I just forget. Synchronization. Let me do CMDB table. No, not this one. Not this one. No, wait, let me see. Sync asset and CI field business rule. CA to asset state sync. So there is a rule which run. देखो, sorry, ये है script include. Asset CA synchronization script. ये तुम देखेंगे अभी. So come back here. Script include. अरे, ये रहा. So sync code between asset and CI. ये देखो, ये तीन tables ये कॉल करता है. ALM asset CI field mapping. ALM asset CI state mapping. कहाँ गई? देखो, ओपन करता है दोबारा से. mapping. Even though being a developer, it is not required for us to be know. Asset, ALM, asset CI, field mapping. ये 3 टेबल्स को ये यूज कर रहे हैं सिंक करने के लिए. ठीक. तो इट पिकअप फ्रॉम हियर एंड देन सिंक द रिकॉर्ड्स. तो ये तो गया एक काम अबाउट द फील्ड. एवरीबॉडी ओके विद दिस? डाउट, क्वेश्चन, क्लैरिफिकेशन कुछ इस पे? Okay. Now the next part is little tricky. Little tricky means, let me close this, close this, close this. हाँ ये. अब देखो, it is has a operational status, install status, asset has a state. मतलब कि इसकी तो कोई कहानी नहीं है. There is no record for this one that if I make a change. So let's say if I make a change it to ready and save. Will it change anything in my asset? कुछ चेंज नहीं हुआ. So it is clear that this field operational status is kind of a independent with the mapping between asset and the CI. उससे अलग है. And that is the reason we just keep a track of operational status. चाय वाय बाद में लेते हैं विक्रम. ठीक है. So it means for that is the reason we just have the operational status only on the CI form, not everything else. Now install status. Is this CI is installed, in maintenance, absent, pending, retire or stolen? Practically these two must be in sync. अगर इंस्टॉल है तो रेडी कैसे होगा? अगर इंस्टॉल स्टेटस ही मेरा रिटायर है तो ऑपरेशनल कैसे होगा? ठीक है ना? So how to find this install status? Now I'll go to this table and you can see asset state, substate and CI item status and sync direction. Key in which record it will change and it will do the other record change. It says अगर asset का state in stock है तो asset is in stock and substrate is pending repair. Do you have car? Yes, I have a car that is in my stock. Let's say you go to a showroom and you ask, hey, do you have a car? Yes, I have a car. It means that is in stock, but those are pending for the repair. And now if I save this and you come back here, see, assign to is empty क्योंकि अगर रिपेयर में है तो इसका मतलब किसी को असाइन नहीं होगी. So now you can see it become pending this thing repair. अगर इंस्टॉल पेंडिंग रिपेयर है तो ऑपरेशनल कैसे होगी फिर? So that is reason to, because it is not that much easy to track everything in a one place. Now if I go back to the reverse, let's say in stock, सेव। अगर मेरा CI इन स्टॉक में है तो यहां पर कोई चेंज नहीं हो रहा, क्योंकि in stock is work only for the asset to CI, not to CI to asset. So I will say both in maintenance. Let me change now. ठीक है, इन मेंटेनेंस सेव किया, सॉरी देखो एसेट चेंज नहीं हो रही मेरी, क्यों? Because if I am saying in maintenance, practically my asset should be go into in maintenance, but the problem is that my hardware status is pending repair. So if I go to the next table, in stock, it should be reserve. मतलब कि इसका भी इंस्टॉल स्टेटस का भी एक सब स्टेटस होगा। देखो वो नहीं है। आई एम चेकिंग, नो दिस इज हार्डवेयर स्टेटस, लेट मी ब्रिंग द अनदर फील्ड। सो डोंट गेट ओवर कंफ्यूज्ड by seeing this thing. These three are the three different status, but technically it work hand in hand. Okay, substatus. Installed. Because we have a status, install status, there must be something called substatus as well.
That is already selected, no?
No, but that is a hardware का substatus. Okay, let me go back to this thing. Now let's do one thing. Let me change hardware का status to the in transit and substatus available. See, my asset get changed. But now if I change the install status on order, nothing get changed. So technically, if I want to be safe, that these two fields work hand in hand. Because if you think from the business perspective, how this possible that I have a hardware which is in the transit, but uska install status, how it can be installed and how it can be operational? CI का status. So now the problem comes, Atul, which take the precedence on this one? That is the important part. Which take the precedence here? Let's say if I bring install status and hardware status on my form along with the operational status, क्योंकि there is no linking between this and these two. वो linking नहीं है. There is a linking between these two and that work on the define of this table, these two tables. So let's say if I say out of stock, awaiting delivery, out of stock, awaiting delivery. See, in transit, available. कैसे? क्योंकि in the background it pick up this status as well. Technically हमने ये लिया था, out of stock, awaiting. So it should be empty. this value go in this particular table. Asset out of stock है क्या यहाँ पे कुछ? In stock है. But what it did, it pick up the value of the installed. कि मेरा asset is installed status. ठीक, और क्या आ गया मेरा? In transit. So वो पुराना वैल्यू कहीं से लेके चल रहा है. So if I put out of stock, technically मेरा asset should be empty, but it did not work. This KB which I was looking for and what we show you is give you more clarity. Let me give you this link in the chat window. And I want practical to you guys to be read this one. This KB says that I have a install status for hardware CI map to asset to CI, but not map to CI to asset. तो इसमें उन्होंने क्या बोला? तीन चीजें उन्होंने बोली. If you see here this thing, that you can map asset to CI, मतलब कि इसका लिंकिंग और इसका लिंकिंग आप कर सकते हो आराम से. What we are doing now in use pending retirement. If I save, so you can see. इसको फर्क नहीं पड़ा, लेकिन इसको फर्क पड़ा. जबकि we have used the table ये वाला. ठीक है. So what it says that you can do asset to CI mapping that we are able to see. Asset to CI. You can do asset to hardware. Asset to hardware. ये इन दोनों का syncing भी हो रहा है. But if you want to CI to asset, if I make any change in this place and it get changed in this place as well, from the install status perspective or hardware to asset, this one and syncing on this one, then both will not work. In these two, only one will work at a given point of time. And that is a known problem by ServiceNow. CA to asset means if I change something here, absent, and try to see what happened now. देखो कुछ फर्क नहीं पड़ रहा उसको. If I change this thing, now is anything get change? ये देखो अब हो गया. In stock available, but यहाँ क्या है? Absent और defective है, फिर install. अब कैसे हो गया ये? और defective और dispose हो गया है, how is possible the in stock? So हमने CI से change करके देखा. So it says either CI to asset or hardware to asset. Out of these two, only one will work at a given point of time. You can decide the precedence that it should take precedence or this should take precedence. That you can do in this code. Just go and change one code, that will be one line and it will work for you. So now the question comes, Atul, what is for us as a BA? For us to be understand that how this thing work, that what is the operational status, what is the hardware, and what is the install status. And what ServiceNow recommend is to be used only and only either use the hardware status, means use these two fields, either use these two fields, operational hardware. Don't use all three fields in a CI form. And if you're thinking that by that you can use or sync the asset, it will not work. And you will get confused. Practically, what I can say, on the CI, we never show these three fields. And we track asset by that particular way. Because in this and in this, there's no relationship. तो दोनों independent है. Like example is that if I want to be feed to my son, like let's say I want to be give him a medicine. I know that if I give him a that medicine, he will not take. This is what is be happening. So what I'll do, I'll put might be a little bit in his food or might be along with the fruit. I will give it. And I will not tell, hey, let's take a medicine. I will say, let's take a fruit. So it means if I don't show this field on the form level, so we're not worried that how the things are happening in the background. So ServiceNow say use it, but don't show everything in a one place. You will get confused. Doubt, question, clarification.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Sir,
Now the
I have a question.
good, please, good.
Like in the real world, as I read somewhere yesterday, like asset is for basically accounting purpose, and CI is for IT purpose. So, like in the real world, how these two relate? Like, for example, if somebody is working on the like BA side or administrator side, so like
Okay.
they will look into both the side or only one side.
Both side. Because as I say yesterday, there are few CIs where asset get created. Now might be a question for you. What service now recommend? Create a CI first or create an asset first? The recommendation is create a CI, asset will get
CI
created
first.
automatically.
Yes.
And both get stored in the two different tables. एक CMDB में जाएगा, एक ALM हार्डवेयर में टेबल जाएगा. Oh, I give example. Let's say you go to market, you buy one ice cream box, one chocolate, one Ferrero Rocher का box. Will you able to track these items? No, क्योंकि आइसक्रीम मैक्सिमम 2 days, 3 days, chocolate maximum 2 days, 3 days. These are called the consumable CIs. तो इनका एसेट नहीं बन सकता. Another example, let's say you're working in a company and you got a laptop and now you request for the keyboard. You got the keyboard. Now. If tomorrow your keyboard is not working, you cannot log your incident on a keyboard. क्योंकि CMDB team cannot go up to this granular level that they can keep track of each keyboard that इसका asset tag क्या था, किसको assign था, नहीं. Because these are the consumable one. They will store it, but it is not the way we are using it. क्योंकि एक कंपनी में 1 लाख एम्प्लॉइज हैं और 1 लाख CIA है मेरे. Keyboard, it's very tough to manage it. But हाँ, laptop is important. क्योंकि लैपटॉप we can discover it. ठीक है. Then yesterday we discussed about that there is a relationship. Open a CA and go to related items plus. We are going to build a relation now. You can see suggested relationship. कहाँ से आ रहे हैं ये? CA class measure से आ रहे हैं सारे. That on a computer class, these are the relationships suggested by service now. Contains the parent. Let's say I'm adding this to. Click on this plus icon. Parent is this, child is this. Okay. Now let me change it. Use. Let me remove everything. Run filter. I'm just doing the random one to show you something. Now, uses means that this CI used other CIs. Now I'll save it and show you something good. Click on this. This is the dependency map. Where my CI is used by these many computers. This is the important part. ये ऐसा नहीं कि मेरे मन में मैंने बना दिया, नहीं. For this, you need or we need as a business need to be discussed with the business that how the two CIs are linked with each other. What type of relationship they have. Because this is not stored in the CMDB table. This is get stored in the CMDB rel CI table. Rel underscore CI. देखो ये रहा. In this table, you will see all the, what I can say, relationship contains by, see, depends, used by, contains by, member of. So this is all the business requirement. So business tell me, hey, my CI is linked with other CI in this manner. Now you can see this. Let me add little bit more relationship. Add this to as a relationship. Okay. Parent is this, child is this. Okay, let's add a few more. Just adding it for the sake to show you something more stuff plus. And then save. Oh, let me go over CI. Okay. Now you can see what it's saying to me. There are the, as I said, there are two things: downward relationship, upward relationship. if you see the dependency map now you can see these are the downward relationship. This is upward relationship. So if tomorrow I deploy any change on this CI, to whom it is going to be impact? These CIs. क्योंकि सारे के सारे इसी से ही काम कर रहे हैं. Click on the settings and show in the tree. Now you are able to see. What this mean? This mean on this CI there is already a problem or the incident has been raised. See. So we can see this thing here. Okay. So little bit options we have. Flat entry we can see maximum level 2 or 3 or 4 or 5. A specific type of you're looking for merger split like this you can see. So that you can analyze it, you can see it, that how this work. If you want to see more detail, you can go to the CMDB workspace. So to open the workspace, go here, CMDB workspace. A specific workspace only and only for the purpose of the CI. You can see deduplication task, duplicate CI, stale CIs. Now, how these are coming? Duplicate CI, stale CI. If you go to your class manager, there is a concept called the IRE rule. Reconcile rules are there. So you can see identification rule. What this mean? Because now we are doing the things as a manually. But tomorrow, if we enable the discovery, then how a new record which is coming from discovery in the service now will identify that this is a computer or not. Let's say, I give example. My son says that I want to be eat a fruit. Here they call it as a grapefruit. It's not a grapes like, it is like this is what I want to be show you now. Tell you. He says that I want to be eat that fruit. I said, show me. He open the Google and type it and show me. I said it is a orange. No, it's not orange. It is a grapefruit. I said it's look like a quinoa. No, it's not quinoa. It is a grapefruit. It means if any new CI coming to a system, then how the system will know that it is what type of CI. This is the identification rule help you to do this particular part. To identify indicates if a CI can be identified independently, otherwise it includes at least other filters. I will not go much in the deep dive of this thing as of now. So example like identify, that how you identify and what attributes you will see. Like the same thing as I said that no, it's look like orange. No, it's not orange. It's in the same shape, heavy one, light orange, light white. But when you cut it, it has a big feather. And it's tastes like little bitter side, not the sweet side. So this is the one thing. Then the reconcile, because I'm a commerce student, so I can understand this part. At the end of the year, in the financial year, every company do the reconciliation to verify, to validate that in the last year, what we uploaded as a debit, credit, expenses, profit, is it right or wrong? So we reconcile it. So for every class, we have to give the reconcile rule. Determine which discovery source are allowed to populate the attribute in which order. Means, because as I say that in the practical life, we can have multiple source for the discovery. I tell you one thing. When I shifted to UK, my wife do all the packing. Okay, definitely first time moving out from the country, so different experience. So we have 6 big bag, 3 carry bags, and 3 pithus bag. And she mentioned she prepared a diary, and in the diary she started noting down that in which bag, in which briefcase, what are the items she put it. Like in one of the bag, inners, footwears, party wears, or special occasions. In the other briefcase, cosmetics, medicines, shaving kit, dental kit, hair kit, shampoos, everything. Now, if tomorrow I want to be get something from there, I have 2 ways. Either I open each and every briefcase and start looking for, or either I can open my wife diary and see in which diary she mentioned I am looking for the shaving kit, go and put it, get it there. This is what is this. Because practically a CI can be updated, discovered with the multiple sources. Then which source you need to be take best, that is the reconcile rule. So we have to be define it, that if the discovery source is alteris, it should be take a priority 1. Okay. And which field you want to pick it up. I said check the asset tag, attest it. And if filter condition, I said no. See. So on this table, if discovery is run, if any data which is coming from alters table, these two will be take precedence and get stored. Because due to these things, every CI has a health, and it has a 3C health: complete, compliance, and correctness. I give you a form which has 5 fields: name, date of birth, email, address, and your purpose to do training. Everybody fill the data and share with me. That is called completeness. Means if I am creating this CI, when you will say that this CI is complete, वो होता ना कहीं पर, if you, let's say you go for this thing, some kind of a booking, counter पे क्या कहते हैं, definitely in India, just fill your name and put a sign. That is called completeness. So you need to be asked the business, boss, what field minimum should be there? Then we can say, yes, this data is complete. So I said it should be asset tag, asset assigned to. If these three fields are filled, then I can say this data is complete. Okay, करा हो गया काम. Now compliance. Children below 18 are not allowed to go into the pub or the bar. ये compliance issue है. You are putting the data into the CI. I will say it will be compliant that if every data or every field in this is above my standards. जैसे इन्होंने बोला certification template. हो जा भाई open. Let me click new. That all my data I said assigned to is active. That all the CIs, all the computer must be assigned to, but assigned to must be active. Assigned to is नहीं हमें related field चाहिए इसके साथ की show related field and I said assigned to active true. So 941 records are compliance submitted. Submit. ये हो गया मेरा compliance. Correctness. I ask you, please guys, fill this form. In the gender or in the date of birth, Pratap put today's date. This is something sometime happened with me as well. Nothing to be worried. Two boys I have. Both are growing. Both need to be take sometime doctor, sometime dental checkup, eye checkup, all the things. And when we call to this NHS for the appointment, so they ask what is the date of birth, and I got confused. Sometimes I interchange the date of birth. So correctness says the data which you're putting is correct. Complete that's fine. If a CA has a data or this field has a data, it is considered as a complete, but it is considered as a correct? No. क्योंकि डेटा तो आप कुछ भी पुट कर सकते हो. नाम XYZ. अरे XYZ तो ठीक है, कंप्लीट तो हो गया फॉर्म, लेकिन इज इट द करेक्ट डेटा? नो. So there two things come: orphan rule and staleness rule. Orphan rule says if this child has no parent, anath, then it is orphan. Staleness says if any CI is not get updated in the last 60 days, then it is a staleness. On the basis of these three C's, these populated ये तीनों चीजें. Deduplication task नहीं, deduplication task अलग से बनते हैं, audits के लिए बनते हैं. So you can see my CMDB health complete 100% है, लेकिन correct 1% ही है. As per the latest. अभी मैं इसको रन करूंगा ना तो और भी काम खराब हो जाएगा. There is a job, I have to be run it. If I run that job, this score will be get more updated with the latest conditions. So यहाँ से मुझे मिल जाता है कि क्या डुप्लीकेट है, कितने स्टेल CIs है मेरे. ठीक है. And this is something new given by ServiceNow. The CMDB workspace is powerful thing now. You can get the CI from here, get the relationship health dashboard. There you go. Duplicate, orphan, stale. 492 CIs are the stale, 492 CI is the orphan, and 492 is a duplicate. Means the data is just exact similar, which is coming from the two different sources. तो भाई चीज तो एक है, उसको दो जगह को मेंटेन कर रहे हो. So no duplicates, not orphan, only this one and stale. और ऑर्फन के इस रिलेशनशिप पे ऑर्फन है वो, मतलब आपने रिलेशनशिप बनाया लेकिन उसका पेरेंट एग्जिस्ट नहीं कर रहा. तो ये भी है. ठीक. Also in this, one thing which is important want to be discussed is called, even though I did not teach this thing anytime earlier, there is a concept called the data manager. A very good concept nowadays in the market. It says you can create the policies to update your CIs, to validate your CIs. I give another example. I go to, when I go to India, okay, in month of January, I go to India this year, okay, and I want to get my license to be renewed, Indian license to be renewed. So I reach out to an agent, he filled my form, and he says, go to that room and get it attested. मैं अंकल क्या पूछेंगे वो? नहीं बेटा कुछ नहीं पूछेंगे, बस डॉक्टर है, अपॉइंटमेंट आपको आई टेस्ट होगा and he will put the attestation. This is what is the policy. I can create the policies to run the process of my CMDB. It's a new policy. And the good part is that if you read on the community, if you read on the docs, I can use the policy to do the attestation to my non-CMDB tables as well. LNG and policy type. You want to be archive, you want to be attest, you want to be certified, you want to be delete, you want to be retire. I want to be certified that yes, this data is correct. Let's say I give 20 records to Pratap, 20 to Anil, 20 to Priya, and I say, guys, can you validate this data? Atul kya karna hai? Just validate that all these records must, they have a date of birth, and all the date of birth must be more than 15 years old. हाँ कर देंगे अतुल. What are you doing? You're doing a certification for me. You are certifying the data which is there is correct. Continue. On which table? Policy table or configuration? I said I want to be doing the CMDB CI computer. Better to be write a computer table. कंप्यूटर में कौन सा? Which field? I said attest the assigned to. Assigned to is not empty. Apply filter. देखो 837 रिकॉर्ड है जिसमें असाइन टू है ही नहीं. Mainly we use this policy, we use the data manager to update our data to give to the specific person and they will do it. Like if I say, okay guys, let's say Akbar is working as a lead for the incident management, and under his team, he is managing the 30 different groups, assignment groups. I am a platform owner and I want to be ask Akbar, are you sure that all these 30 groups are valid one and all the people in this group are active? अतुल, ये तो 5 साल से ग्रुप यूज हो रहे हैं. I have no idea now. Then what to do? Atul, we have to be test. We have to validate it. Okay, now what is the option? If I tell to okay, Akbar, take 1 week and verify and let me know that all the groups are up to date or not. अब मैनुअल काम तो अकबर करेगा नहीं. That he go to each every group, see the records, remove और update, वो तो होगा नहीं, क्योंकि जब तक रिकॉर्ड नहीं है तब तक काम नहीं है. Then what I will do as a platform owner, I will create a certification policy for Akbar. And I will see that all the groups where Akbar is manager. And what I want to validate, I want to validate that all the users, all this one has a assigned to updated. Now, if I continue, I want to be assigned the task to the specific user. किसको assign करना? I want to be assigned to the Akbar. कुछ नहीं है. Not sure why it's not showing a specific one. Specific group. What's showing the 0 item? Might be they don't have. Might be the group don't have a role to see this data. Or I can pick up any user field. Which user field? Managed by. Continue. Which item you want to be displayed to Akbar? I want to display to Akbar assigned to and name. What field you want to verify from Akbar that yes, he should check these fields. I want he should test. He should check the change group and managed by group. Do you want to be allowed to be Akbar to update the field on the runtime? Yes. Continue. Do you want to schedule it? I said yes. Weekly, Monday को रात को 12 बजे बना के भेज दो. Total 837 records and 19 tasks will be get generated now. Publish policy. And now you can see that a policy has been published. And now if I log in as a managed by, I can see. So now you can see policy is this, status this, assignment group is managed by. अब assignment managed by के लिए certification task generate हो जाते हैं. Go to home. If I can see here, then I can my work in progress. देखो टेस्टेशन, क्योंकि मैं किसी में मैनेज बाय नहीं हूं तो मेरे पास कोई टास्क नहीं है. Otherwise it will show here. So and then I have to be open the task and take a action. I will certify yes, this group has been updated. Done. So Akbar can do the same thing manually as well. But as it is a manual, there's a no tracking of the record. He is taking benefit. But I as a platform owner know that if I want to be get this thing done, better create a record in the system so that we can track it. So data manager will help me to do that particular part. क्योंकि देखो मेरे पास अभी कोई टास्क नहीं है ना, क्योंकि मैं किसी सीए का मैनेज बाय नहीं हूँ. So if I go back here and कहाँ गया डेटा मैनेजर, ठीक है, LNG मैनेज्ड बाय पॉलिसी एग्जीक्यूशन तो हो गया मेरा ये सारा. व्यू पॉलिसी, ठीक है. ये लेट ओपन दिस वन and try to put my name as a managed by CMDB_CA.list. This is something I pick up on the runtime. Okay, so managed by, I edit and let me add C, Victor Johnson. Let impersonate Victor. ओके, यहाँ पर देखें इसके लिए कुछ है क्या? इस बेचारे को तो एक्सेस ही नहीं है. सर्टिफिकेशन नहीं, he don't have access for this one. देखिए माई वर्क में देखते हैं अगर कुछ हो इसके पास. माई वर्क भी नहीं दिख रहा है इसको. We should able to see at least my work. Might be like a end user only. ठीक है, एक काम करते हैं, एंड इम्प्रेशन करते हैं इसका, and open this one again and assign to myself db_ci dot. And now if possibly, this is what my gut feeling says. Now if I go back here, my work, I should able to see some record. नहीं, अभी भी नहीं आया. Not sure, that might be it did not trigger it, क्योंकि हमने बोला कि रात को ट्रिगर होगा वो. नॉट रात को, हमने बोला था कि मंडे इट विल गेट ट्रिगर, सो इट विल गेट ट्रिगर ऑन द 18th को होगा, अभी नहीं होगा. तो हम एक काम करते हैं, इसको व्यू पॉलिसी और डीएक्टिवेट करना पड़ेगा. शिट, शेड्यूल. रुको, इसको डीएक्टिवेट करते हैं, फिर इसको पब्लिश करते हैं दोबारा से. नाउ वी कैन एडिट द पॉलिसी. ठीक है, कंटिन्यू कंटिन्यू. असाइन होगा टास्क में मैनेज बाय. ओके, शेड्यूल ऑन डिमांड, लेकिन चल तो रहा नहीं है ऑन डिमांड. वंस वो देखता है ऑन डिमांड करके, इज इट रनिंग और नॉट. सक्सेसफुल तो हो गया है. सब फ्लोज नहीं है, एक्सक्लूडेड एनालिटिक्स नहीं है. सेटिंग्स, लेट्स सी, इज इट. नहीं, सो वी हैव टू बी सी दिस जॉब विच इज बी रनिंग ऑन डिमांड, और वो करने से हमारा, नॉट श्योर दैट इज इट पार्ट ऑफ सब फ्लोर समथिंग, इट शुड एग्जीक्यूट एक्चुअली. पब्लिश policies, draft deactivated policies. No, I have to be see that why it's not be working, because we have to be run this policy, only then the data will be generated. है तो वो on demand policy, but it is not running at point of time, it's not getting executed at point of time. Then you can see in the my work, so task generate हो जाएगा, then we can do it. So this is about CMDB CI asset mapping relationship and the data manager. Doubt, question, clarification. Good. Let me stop recording and take attendance now. थोड़ा सा read about CMDB workspace and data manager. It is actually a good concepts in the markets as our people are talking nowadays.